What's up, YouTube? How's it going? It's your boy Breaks here today. Today I've got for you all a brand new Mortal Kombat 11 video. And in today's video, as you can tell, we will be doing a Sindel combo tutorial video. Now, the variation I'll be using for this video will be her first tournament variation, which is Empress of Evil. It is, in my opinion, the easiest variation to use. It has great mix-ups with overheads and lows. And it does consistently high damage. Constantly hitting over 30% is kind of what you want. You want a combo, if you're going to waste at least a bar, to hit at least 30%. So that's what we get with her. With all three combos I will be showing you, it will have 1 bar each, and each one is going to be hitting over 30%. Some of them more, some of them less, but either way, it's all going to be around the 30% range. So really good combos, in my opinion. And most importantly, their mix-ups, their overheads and lows. Super valuable in a character because you can play mind games with your opponent. You don't always have to fully commit and use the bar. Sometimes you can just go for the mix-up and just constantly hit them with it to get them conditioned to the mix-up with the basic string. And then you can throw in a bar when you mix them up. So let's say you're going low all the time and you're not using your bar. Then you go overhead one time and you do use a bar and you catch them for like 32% on something that they weren't anticipating or expecting. So that's why I really like mix-up characters. I feel like they're super good, especially maybe if you're not that great at the game and you're not good at like footsies or spacing or frame data and stuff like that. Just being able to mix your opponent is a weapon in your toolkit that is super valuable. So I highly recommend learning this if you're interested in Sindel. Later on, if you want to get a little bit better with her and you want more technical stuff, maybe you want to learn Regal Revenant, which is her second tournament edition. But for now, we're going to go ahead and stick with the first one. So before we go ahead and get fully into the video and I show you all the combos, first things first is I am playing on PlayStation 4. Some of you might be playing on Xbox One. Some of you might also be playing on the Nintendo Switch. And all of our buttons are going to be different depending on the console we're playing on. So instead of me saying square or X, whereas you might not have square if you're playing on Nintendo Switch or if you're playing on Xbox, square is just not a button for you. Instead, what I'll be doing is putting a controller on the screen for you all, and then I'll be putting numbers in position of the buttons that correlate to the buttons that I will be pressing. So when I say 1, you'll have the 1 button to press, the 2 button to press, no matter what controller, no matter what console you're playing on. All of the buttons are still in this circular pattern here. So if you're on the Switch or if you're on Xbox, all of your buttons are going to be in a little circle there. So it really doesn't matter whether you're playing on a different console than me. If I say the 1 button is the same on every single controller. So if that's also confusing, what I'm going to be doing is putting the full moves that I'm using of the combos on the screen for you all. And I'll show you when I go ahead and get into the practice mode. So let's go ahead and get into the practice mode so that way I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So as you can see, we have the entire combo that I will be using on the screen for you all. The combo will begin with Queen's Wrath. It'll go into Haircut. Then you're going to amplify it. It'll go into Arcane Overload. It'll then go into Pathetic and Weak, and it'll end with Whip and Flip. So that is the full combo for you all, just in case the buttons that I press make no sense to you, or maybe you don't want to see me break the combo down step by step. Maybe you're a more seasoned player and you can just learn the combo by reading the moves on the screen. But if you're not a seasoned player and you can't learn the combo just by reading the moves that I put on the screen for you all, I'm going to show you all how to do it step by step. We're going to take this combo one at a time. So before we do that, I'm going to show you what the full combo looks like. We'll be going over 3 combos. All of them are mix-ups, beginning with either overhead or low, and all of them requiring 1 bar of meter. So I'm going to show you what this combo looks like, and then we're going to break it down step by step for you all. Bam! So that is the first combo. 9 hits, 322.23, I think it said, percent. So that's, I think, about 32%. This combo is hitting for 1 bar, and it's beginning with an overhead. Another beautiful part about this combo is look at how far you can hit your opponent with that overhead. Now the thing is, you can't actually go into Haircut if you're that far away. See, Haircut will not connect. But if you're mixing your opponent up, like I said before, and they're constantly expecting the overhead, you're hitting them from this far with the overhead, then you can go into the low combo that I will be showing you guys later on, because your overhead closes the distance for you. So now you're closer to him than you were before, and you can go into the Haircut with your next combo that I'll be showing you. So let's go ahead and break this combo down step by step for you all here today. So the combo is going to begin with forward 2-1, which is Queen's Wrath. And then after your forward 2-1, you're going to go ahead and cancel that into Haircut, which is down back 1. So forward 2-1, down back 1 is the very beginning of the combo. So forward 2-1, down back 1. Practice that over and over again if you can't seem to get it, because that is how you begin the combo. After you get that down and you get your haircut, what you're going to do is amplify your haircut because you now need to juggle the Sub-Zero. So you're going to do the same thing I told you before, the forward 2-1, down back 1, and then you're just going to use your bar and amplify it. Now, after you amplify the meter, you can't immediately go into the back 2 portion. As you see here, it'll just whiff. It won't actually hit anything. So what I do is I dash forward a little bit right after my amplified haircut. So after your amplified haircut, you're going to dash forward a little bit and press down 2. Now this might take you some practice to get used to, but there. See, as you see. Now you don't really have to dash forward, I guess. You can just inch forward. I just dash and cancel it. It's really up to what makes you feel comfortable because you can cancel your dash with inputs. So as you'll see here, you can see I'm canceling it. So it's really up to you what you think feels more comfortable. And once you get the hang of, whether you want to dash or step forward, then you'll be able to move on to the next part of the combo. So after you go ahead and amplify your haircut, then you dash in and hit him with the arcane overload, which is back 2, and it extends the juggle. You're then going to go into 2-3. So let's show you all what that looks like right there. 2-3. And now you're basically almost done with the combo. After you do your 2-3, you can just cancel your 2-3 into down back 4, which is your whip and flip. That's down back 4 right there for you all. So I'm going to show you guys what this combo looks like one more time fully from the beginning. And then I want you all to practice it as much as you can before we get into the second combo. So let's go ahead without further ado and show you this combo one more time to see what you'll be getting out of this combo. Bam! So that is the full combo one more time for you all, as I said there. Now, you'll know whether or not the combo is going to hit after your 2-3 if your opponent is really high up in the air, because that's going to give you enough time to be able to land your whip and flip. It's just going to take practice, and you're just going to have to do that over and over again. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and show you all what the second combo I'm going to teach you all here today looks like. So that is the second combo for you all, 341.36, I believe it said. So that's 34% off of a low mix-up. So like I said earlier, if you've been catching your opponent just with that overhead, just as a spacing tool, you're catching them from that far with the overhead, and they're getting conditioned for it, then when they see you dash in and hit them with a back 3 into a low, it's going to really catch them off guard, and you'll be able to really get a full combo to absolutely blow your opponent up and just super punish them because they're anticipating the overhead and they're already predicted that you're going to keep doing that overhead. They're like scared of it. So it's really good to have mixed combos in your toolkit. That's why I really like any character that can mix up. So the fact that she has overheads and lows in her toolkit, super good in my opinion. Very well done. So I'm going to show you all what that combo looks like. I'm going to put the inputs that I just used on the screen, and then we'll break it down step by step for you all. So this is the full combo for you all here. It is going to begin with Gerard's Betrayal. It is going to then go into Haircut. You're going to amplify the haircut. The amplify doesn't seem to be appearing on the screen, even though I did put it on the screen. There we go. So you're going to amplify the haircut. Then you're going to go into Arcane Overload, which is your back 2. And then you're going to go into Pathetic and Weak and end it off with Whip and Flip. Now, as you can see here, if you learned the first combo, you'll notice there's quite a few similarities. So the only thing that changes from the first combo to this combo is the opener. So this is a low opener, and the first combo was the overhead opener. The rest of the combo is actually identical. So if you learn the first combo, you won't actually need me to teach you how to do the rest of the second one, but I will break it down for you step by step one time here, so that way you can see it just in case you want it. I got your back, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking out for you guys. So let's go ahead and do this combo step by step. So it's going to begin with back 3-4. After your back 3-4, you're going to go into Haircut, which is down back 1. And then you're going to, of course, amplify that haircut, which is R1 for me. Maybe your amplify is a different button for you. So back 3-4, down back 1, and amplify. After you've amplified it, you're then going to get your little dash in. And then you're going to hit your opponent with your back 2, which is Arcane Overload. So it might take a little bit of practice there, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be doing it over and over again with no problem. So let's go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. It's hard for me to like do the combo and talk at the same exact time. So that's what it looks like, but the flip there is actually pretty low. You want a higher flip. See how he's higher in the air? So that means that my timing was off. If you're in practice and you're getting a really low flip like that, then that means your timing's off. See how low he was to the ground there? You're not going to actually be able to finish the combo with that. He needs to be much higher in the air. So that means that you're doing something wrong with your timing. So just practice that over and over again. So after you dash up and press back 2, you might not even need to dash up. I think you could just step forward a little and press a down 2. It doesn't look like stepping forward is working for me, so maybe you do need to dash up. Holy jeez. It's so hard to do a combo and talk, you guys. Especially, there you go. Ooh, that looked really good. So you saw how high in the air he was? After you're back 2 and he's really high in the air like that, all you have to do is press 2, 3, and then after your 2, 3, you're just going to end the combo off with down, back, 4, which is your weapon flip. And that is the full combo for you all there today. So once again, the thing that you're really going to have to work on is making sure that Sub-Zero, that you catch him fast enough so that the juggle keeps him high enough in the air. Because if he's too low to the ground, your combo won't actually connect. See? He was too low to the ground there, and my whip and flip completely failed. So if you're having that issue and you're like, yo, I'm doing everything right, but the whip and flip is failing, and here the whip and flip succeeded, you'll know the reason why is because on your back 2 portion of the combo, Sub-Zero is too low to the ground, so your whip and flip won't actually connect. You want your back 2 portion of the combo to keep Sub-Zero pretty high in the air. Or sometimes you won't even be able to get there. You'll drop it with the 2, 3. So that is the full combo for you all. I'm going to show you what that combo looks like one more time, and then we'll get into the third combo that I have for you today. Bam! There we go. 34%. I really like that. So let's go ahead and get into the third combo that I have for you all here today. So bam, that is the third combo that I have for you all today. 30%. It looks like it's about 31% for one bar, and it begins with the low starter. But the beauty of this low starter is this low starter hits from a pretty decent range. So from the starting range, you just step forward just an inch, and just step forward just an inch. There you go. See? Step forward just an inch and your back 2 will actually connect. So the back 2 has a pretty good range. You don't have to be like right in front of them. Just like your back 3, 4, as you see here. Back 3, 4 actually connects from the full like starting position of the match. So from the neutral that you get at the starting position of the match, back 3, 4 fully connects. So you just have to inch forward a little bit for her back 2 to connect. But as you see here, it's still pretty far away. You're not like right in front of them to connect it. You can actually be like around here and still connect it. So I'm going to show you guys what this combo looks like. I'm going to put it on the screen for you all, and then we'll break it down step by step. So this is the full combo. It's going to begin with Arcane Overload, go into Pathetic and Weak, be followed up by Haircut. We'll then go into Wheeling Crash, which is the only thing that's completely different that I haven't used before, her forward 3. And then you'll end it off with, her forward 4, sorry. And then you'll end it off with Whip and Flip, which is down back 4. So that is the full combo. So let's go ahead and break it down step by step for you. So you're going to go back 2, 2, 3, and then after your 2, 3, you're going to go into Haircut, which is down back 1. So back 2, 2, 3, and down back 1. That is the very beginning of the combo there for you all. And after you get that done, you're then going to amplify her Haircut. So back 2, was I saying back 3? I'm sorry. Back 2, 2, 3, and down back 1. And then once you get that, you go ahead and amplify. So let's go one more time just in case, because I think I was saying the wrong input before. I think I was saying back 3 like that instead of back 2, which I apologize for. So it's back 2, 2, 3, down back 1, and then you amplify it. So the trickiest part of this combo is going to be the Wheeling Crash, her forward 4. The timing on that is a little strict, but with a little bit of practice, you guys will be able to get that in no time. So let's go to that part of the combo. So you're going to do your back 2, your 2, 3, your down back 1, And then as you see there, my timing was not that great, so she did this little meh type glitch thing where I wanted to press the input, but the frame data didn't allow me to press the input there. So you're going to want to practice that over and over again until, of course, you can land that. Once again, I did it there too. Did it again there too. I'm too early. Holy jeez, can I land it one time, please? There it is. So you want to try and catch him as high, once again, as high as you can in the arc. So even though I did get the forward 4 to come out, I knew that down back 4 wasn't even going to connect because Sub-Zero was too low to the ground. So I didn't even try to do the down back 4. So that's the part that you're going to really struggle with, only because it's the part that I really struggle with. So maybe you don't struggle with that part, maybe you struggle with another part. So I'm going to show you guys what the full combo looks like one more time for you all here today before we go ahead and end this video. Bam, so that is the full combo one more time for you all, just as I said. So once you get the hang of how to land that forward 4, I feel like the rest of the combo is just going to be a breeze, a piece of cake for you all. So that was 3 combos for Sindel, all of them reaching over 30% and only requiring 1 bar. This combo, you can modify it to not require a bar at all. Let's say you don't want to spend a bar, then you can, do that. And there's 21%, almost 22%. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let me know how your Thanksgiving was. It was Thanksgiving week this week. I want to know from you all, how was your Thanksgiving? If you had fun, if you didn't have fun, what'd you do? Did you eat? Did you go visit family? Did you not visit family? Either way, let me know because, we're kind of like family. So it's like we're visiting each other right now in the comment section below. So I hope you all enjoyed this video.